Yo, what's cracking, peeps? Happy motherfucking Monday. T-Money up in the heezy. Hope everybody's doing spadoinkle today. It's a big day for me, guys. I haven't had a big update in a while, so I'm very excited right now. Can hardly contain myself, as usual. I got to be a little gentle because I just got back from getting some touch-ups done on my my drippy diamond, and then this guy's all bandaged up and shit. But I had to take this one off so I could do this update. So what we have here today is just marking off my Scream Factory packages, sorry, and one package from Jesse over at Diabolic DVD. So 3 packages. This is going to be a very, very beautiful Mondo unboxing. And then I have this guy here, which I'm not exactly sure. I know what one of these is. I'm actually going to cross it out so I don't even have to look, because I want to surprise myself because my memory is really bad and I don't remember what is what here. But and it's not like I'm going to spoil it for you anyway. So Scream Factory, Shout Factory, same fucking thing. I'm just excited, so bear with me. And then this guy here. Now, I'm trying to think from Diabolic DVD. Did anything come in the mail yesterday? I want to say no. I want to say I didn't get anything in the mail yesterday. I think I did. I think I got one thing. Shitai. Wait, yesterday was Sunday, so no, never mind. Nothing came in the mail yesterday. All right, so let's get into this first. Shout Factory box. Those of you who are not aware, Scorpion and Ronin Flicks just put out their latest limited slipcover edition release or whatever of Jungle Holocaust. So if you guys are interested in that movie, go over there and pick that up. All right, cool. So we have 3 different titles actually in this box from Shout Factory. First up is 8mm. Now, I feel like I recently purchased the UK edition of this film. It's a great movie, great action flick, starring the great Nick Cage, in one of his better roles, if you ask me. It's a fun film. So yeah, thrilled to have this one. This is from Scream Factory. That's weird. Very strange. I thought for sure this would be a Shout release. This isn't a horror film. It's a thriller, so maybe that's why. Yeah. Anyways, most of you guys have probably seen this movie. This is just a great 90s action flick. And just looking at the special features, it says there's a new interview with producer-director Joel Schumacher. Cool. Audio commentary with producer Joel Schumacher. Vintage making-of featurette. Jeez. So you'd think Nick Cage probably, being that he does so many like shitty movies recently, would have jumped on board for some of the special features, make a quick buck, but apparently he didn't. So Shout must have not offered him very much. Or maybe they just didn't want to fund that sort of thing anyway. But it's a great movie. So 8mm from Scream Factory. Really stoked on these 2 releases here. Plague of the Zombies. This one I actually do have the Hammer double play edition. I think it's Lionsgate. No, it's not Lionsgate. It's Studio Canal version of this movie, Plague of the Zombies. I think I have multiple versions of this film, but it's a great movie. So classic. Older zombie flick, zombie-ish, voodoo-ish zombie flick, but it's great. Hammer film, and we have a new audio commentary with filmmaker Konstantin Nazir, and film historian Steve Haberman. A new audio commentary with author Troy Howarth. World of Hammer episode, Mummies, Werewolves, and Living Dead. Raising the Dead, the making of Plague of the Zombies, restoration comparison, theatrical. Cool. So I think there are some features on this that are exclusive to this release. If you guys want to hold on for 2 seconds.
Hi, Tiziana. Where you going, baby girl? I love you. Nice.
Alright, I don't know who the fuck that is, but we are not going to answer that phone call. Alright, sorry. I wanted to share with you guys the double play Studio Canal edition of, well, it's all blurry, sorry, Plague of the Zombies. On here, the extras are World of Hammer episode, Mummies, Werewolves, and the Living Dead, a brand new documentary, Raising the Dead, restoration comparison, and something else. So, other than the new audio commentary, so the new audio commentaries are exclusive to this release, but you do get the featurette as well as the documentary. I'm sorry, the episode, Mummies, Werewolves, and the Living Dead. They're both on both of these, as well as the documentary Raising the Dead, also known as the making of Plague of the Zombies. So this release gives you also some pretty cool reversible cover artwork. I'm pretty sure that one has this as well, but I'm kind of digging that. I like that cover. It's cool. And actually, guys, since we're on the subject of Plague of the Zombies, because I am a decent fan of the film, shit, I put it away. I have a cool t-shirt as well that I ordered, Plague of the Zombies t-shirt from Zavvi, but it's in the other room, so I don't want to take up too much time looking for that. But yeah, so awesome. So I guess because this is Region B, so if you're in the States, definitely go with the Scream Factory release, because I think it's going to be a similar transfer and then similar features, and you also get additional commentary. So actually the Scream Factory release does have more than this. I don't know what restoration comparison is. Oh yeah, you get that on here too. So exactly the same. The only difference is Scream Factory has 2 different commentaries, so that's cool. So excited for this movie right here. I've never seen this. A parody, obviously, on Friday the 13th. We have Saturday the 14th. I'm just so excited for this movie because, I don't know, the cover artwork, always really excited for it. I don't know, it just intrigued me for some reason, the cover artwork. I've always... Be careful, dude. You almost fucking knocked it over.
Oh, sorry.
Just really intriguing, and, you know, I love Friday the 13th, so I feel like Saturday the 14th will be a fun parody, maybe. And yeah, it's just a movie that I never owned, so I was, and I'm not sure if this is its Blu-ray debut. I think it is for sure, but I never owned a DVD of this movie, so yeah, stoked. Really cool cover artwork there, interior artwork, cover artwork on the disc rather. Special features, you get a new interview from producer Julie Corman. That's about it. But it says Pennsylvania is beginning to look a lot like Transylvania in the horror spoof Saturday the 14th. John and Mary can't believe their good fortune when they inherit the vast estate of John's recently departed uncle. Sure, it's a fixer-upper, but there's nothing that can't be taken care of with a fresh coat of paint, a little dusting, and maybe an exorcist. Turns out that they've just moved into the spookiest house in Erie, PA. And one that some loathsome lookies, and one that some lonesome looky-loos are simply dying to take off their hands. Monsters, mayhem, and mirth descend upon the house. Only a mysterious book can save this everyday normal family from Saturday's paranormal activity. So, I apologize, it is not a Friday the 13th parody by any means, but the title kind of, I always thought it was, I guess, for some strange reason. But again, just always intrigued by this title, and one that I'd never seen. So Saturday the 14th, awesome, really excited for that release, so glad it came out. So cool. Thanks Scream Factory for that one. And we'll get into this now. I'm not sure what it is. It's a collector's edition, that's for sure. Oh yeah, okay, cool. So we have a De Palma film that I actually do own. I think Arrow Video put this movie out on Blu-ray as well, but whatever. I had to order it. Scream Factory I support, obviously. Or, I mean, I collect Scream Factory, as you guys know. It's a collector's edition. It's a great film. If you guys haven't seen Obsession, check it out. Very, very good. Very intense, eerie, haunting goodness. Brian De Palma, you guys know he's great. It's a mystery thriller. A 10th wedding anniversary celebration ends tragically when Michael Cortland discovers that his wife and 9-year-old daughter have been kidnapped. When an attempt to thwart the captors goes awry, Cortland's wife and daughter are never recovered. Several years later, while vacationing in Florence, Cortland falls in love with a young woman who is an exact double of his dead wife. On the eve of their wedding, the woman disappears and Cortland finds a ransom note, a duplicate of the one found years earlier. Great twist in this movie, just a lot of fun. De Palma at his finest. Obsession. Stoked on this release. And yeah, so if you order from, I don't think it's obviously out now, but if you order from Scream Factory directly, you can still get it, and you get the newly commissioned cover artwork poster, which I'm not a huge fan of, but let's see what we get inside of here, and I'll also go over some of the specs on this release for you guys too. It's going to be a long one, so if you guys want to pause the video, take a shot, get some food, smoke a bowl, whatever you want to do, because we're going to be here for a while. Get comfy. I should have said that in the beginning of the video, but I didn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reverse it, and you're going to see the artwork that was, oh no, the yellow cover kind of threw me off, because that's, I think, what's featured on the, or is it white, the Arrow Video cover? I can't remember. But anyways, you get that reversible cover artwork. Bunch of special features. New audio commentary with the author Douglas A. Cleese, or Cleese. Palma's split screen, sorry, a life in film. New interview with producer George Leto and editor Paul Hirsch. Cool. Obsession revisited, including interviews with director Brian De Palma, actors Cliff Robinson and Genevieve Bujold, and more. Theatrical trailer, radio spots, and more. So, awesome. Pretty chocked full. Again, I should have pulled out my Arrow Video release to do a comparison, but this isn't much. I think the Arrow Video Blu-ray came out a few years ago, so this is a much more recent, I don't want to say upgrade, but it's a newer edition with newer special features and stuff like that. So it's a great film. Check it out if you haven't seen it. Brian De Palma's Obsession. All right, let's get into this bad berry now. It's a huge package from my man Jesse over at Diabolic DVD. I feel like there's going to be a lot in this box, and it's all going to be crammed because he gets it in. I mean, he just does a really nice job packaging stuff. I never have any issues. And now that I say that, I'm probably going to jinx myself and everything in here is going to be destroyed, but I'm willing to bet that that's not going to be the case. All right, guys. Lots of movies in here. Media books and German releases and all kinds of goodness. Trying to get this out, but I'm struggling. Here we go. All right, cool. So these are definitely the media books. So we'll get with the standard editions first. First up, we have Burt Reynolds' Raven. This is a MVD marquee collection. There's no slipcover on this. Strange. Don't know. Very weird. But Jesse's the man. Hooked me up with this. Really appreciate it. Thank you, dude. You're the best. And I've never seen it. It's Burt Reynolds in an action flick from I want to say 90s. 96. So, awesome. I love Burt Reynolds. I love 90s action. The cover of this is just badass. It's totally cheesy. Reminds me of Breakdown with Kurt Russell, the cover. Man, they are kind of cheesing out on the white fucking... what are those? Is it Artisan Entertainment? Those discs, like the Leprechaun and stuff, they used to come on like that ugly-ass white thing that's pretty cheap. Like no disc cover artwork or anything. No slip cover on this. Let me know, guys. Did this come with a slip? I'm not sure. Comment below, but if you got it with one. Alright. Next up we have a German release. Now, I'm a little disappointed in this, but what are you going to do? This is Beauty and the Beast. Unfortunately, Jesse didn't know that when he ordered these, there was no English language on this disc. So I had ordered it, asked for him to return it for me, and he's like, you know what? Keep it. I'm going to have a hard enough time selling it anyway, so Apparently the visuals in this movie are really good, so if anything, I can watch some cool visuals. I don't know if I'll ever do that, but I really appreciate the nice incentive there, just giving it to me. I mean, it's a valuable disc. You know what? I'm totally wrong. I totally fucked this up. This movie is not Beauty and the Beast. It's in German, so I got thrown off. What is this, though? I don't even know. Sorry, guys. Fucking German language, man. I'm sorry. Unforgiven, maybe? No, it's definitely not. Fuck. Sorry, guys. I don't know. It's a movie. Check it out. But, moving on. I'll show you guys later because there is going to be a Beauty and the Beast release in here that he threw in, I believe. But what is this? What is this, guys? Let me know. They Shall Not Grow Old. I've never seen this movie, but I was intrigued because it's directed by Peter Jackson. And I don't know what year this movie is from. But it's marking the centenary of the First World War II, or World War rather, sorry. The internationally renowned director Peter Jackson uses the voices of the veterans combined with original archival footage to bring to life the reality of war on the front line for a whole new generation. Footage has been colorized and transformed with modern production techniques to present never-before-seen detail. Interview with the director and producer Peter Jackson from BFI London Film Festival. So, awesome. Yeah, They Shall Not Grow Old. If anybody knows about this movie, let me know. I was intrigued. I'm definitely a Peter Jackson fan, so I had to pick that one up. Really excited for this. It's another Christmas horror movie. All the Creatures Were Stirring. I haven't seen this one yet. I feel like we got a lot of Christmas horror movies this year, so I'm always down for that. And it says, ho, 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 the joyful spirit of the holidays is about to take one dark turn after another. From sadistic office parties and last-minute shopping nightmares to vengeful stalkers and immortal demons, there's plenty out there to keep you from getting out of bed to see what's under the tree this holiday season. Constance Wu and Jonathan Kite headline a sensational ensemble cast in this devilish stocking stuffer of a movie. Not sure if it is an anthology or what, but yeah, like I said, I'm always down for a nice Christmas horror movie. So if anybody's seen All the Creatures Were Stirring, let me know your thoughts on that film there. I'm bugging out now that I fucked that up, and I thought that other movie was Beauty and the Beast. So hang on one sec, guys. I got to do a quick search on Diabolic's page so I can kind of rectify my stupidness. Alright, so it shouldn't take long, guys. Bear with me for just another couple of minutes and I'll love you forever. Of course, under new arrivals, it's not coming up. There we go. It is Beauty and the Beast. So I guess what threw me off about this is that Jesse said it was a really nice package or something set. So I was expecting, I guess, a little bit more in terms of the presentation of the film. Not like a keep case edition, but you do get a really nice booklet with some random images inside of it. But yeah, I guess I was just expecting something slightly different in terms of the packaging for this movie. But it's a real bummer, though, because I did want to see this rendition of Beauty and the Beast. Maybe someday, though, we'll get a release that has English language. That would be really helpful. But thanks again, Jesse, for that. Buta Man, and one of my favorite Carpenter films. This is the new 4K Ultra HD release of Prince of Darkness. Not going to open this up right now just because I own this movie a million times over, and it is great. If you haven't seen Prince of Darkness, what are you doing? Go watch it. It's amazing. It's the acting, the cast. The cast is phenomenal in this movie. I mean, You get Victor Wong. You get, of course, the great Donald Pleasance. God, I have such a bad memory. And then the dude from With the Man Behind the Mask. I always forget his name, but Alice Cooper. So I just bad memory, guys. I know these people. I'm just fucking stupid sometimes. But anyways, Prince of Darkness, great movie. Love it. Very unique spin on like possession and the devil, and it's just great. And it all takes place in this, like, is it a church, I think, or some sort of facility where these scientists are doing research, and it's awesome. And it's just like this kettle brewing that is actually the devil. Awesome. There are some really cool like practical effects sequences as well, involving bugs and mutations and possessions and transformations and fucking ablation, inflation by nation, motherfucking sensation. Oh, movie. Prince of Darkness, check it out if you haven't seen it. It's awesome. So now on 4K from Studio Canal, so that's super rad. Alright guys, last but not least, we have 3 media books. And I'm really stoked for this, actually. Hellfest. Haven't seen this movie yet. I know Pizowl did a review of it. I love Pizowl, but I didn't want to watch his review because I didn't want to spoil anything for me. But yeah, Hellfest is a giddy and almost euphoric horror experience. A group of friends are bound for a horror-themed Halloween event at a local amusement park. A sprawling labyrinth of rides, games, and mazes that travels the country and happens to be in town. But for one visitor, the ghoulish carnival of nightmares is not the attraction. It is the haunting ground. On the night the friends attend, a masked serial killer turns the amusement park into his own playground, terrorizing attendees with the rest of the patrons, while the rest of the patrons believe it's all part of the show. This has been done before, but still, it's fun. As the body count and frenzied excitement of the crowd continue to rise, who will fight to survive the night? Again, part of me really wants to have known what people like Pizowl thought of this film, based on the simple fact that is it good or is it not, but I want to surprise myself completely on this one. I don't know anything about it other than the plot and the fact that it's a slasher type movie that takes place in an amusement park, and for me that's way more than enough to sound cool, to sound awesome, like it's going to be awesome. So, fun going in, hell getting out is the subtitle. I opted for the 4K because Jesse had it for like $2 more. So a lot of times when Jesse's selling 4K releases, look for, or when he's selling Blu-ray releases of like newer films, always look to see if he has a 4K, because the price difference tends to be a little bit less greater, or what's the word? Not as expensive. Like when you go to Target, for example, I bought that Predator movie the other day on Blu-ray. It was like $23, and the 4K, and I know this varies depending on from release to release, but the 4K edition of the Predator was like $30, so like a $7 savings. This was like $26.99, I think, and the Blu-ray was like $23.99 or something. Maybe he's just charging more for standard Blu-ray, so I'm really not making, I don't know, but it sounds better, it feels better, so I'm gonna keep tricking, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna keep pretending like everything is good, because it is. Life is good. Sorry, guys. It's been a long day. But anyways, awesome. Stoked on that, Hellfest. If you guys have seen it, let me know your thoughts. Fucking love this movie. Had to pick up the media book for this. Again, I'm not going to open it, but XS Entertainment's release of Night Train to Terror, amazing movie. Severin, I think, put this out, or Vinegar Syndrome, one of the two of them. And they put out a pretty solid regular Keep Case Edition release as well. But I had to grab this. Night Train to Terror is a fucking awesome movie. I love the theme. I love the setting. And it's just a lot of fun. Great cast as well. Christopher Lee, I think, is in this, as well as somebody else. Two big titans of horror, for sure. So, yeah. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I love it. It's great. 158 out of 222. It's a limited, as most of these media books are. See my number right there, 158. So awesome, super cool. And then we have a movie I've never seen before, Subconscious Cruelty. Unfortunately, it's all in German, but that cover, sold, done deal. Had to grab it. I will open this one up because I don't own this movie on any other format. So it is a media book limited to 888. I got number 288. That's cool. I got 288 out of 888. And yeah, I don't really know anything about this movie. Honestly, the covers just sold me. Looks like it's from 2000 though. And there's a lot of nudity, so I can't really show you guys the back, that's for sure, because there are titties galore on the back. I'm trying to open this without fucking anything up, but kind of struggling. Almost got it. Sorry, guys. Okay, got it. If anybody's seen Subconscious Cruelty, it says, warning, watch at your own risk. And then the rest is in German. But this release is a media book. There you have that. Then I have to be careful because I'm sure there's going to be... Yeah, there's nudity almost on every page. Oh, is this... No. It is a more modern film, though, I believe. Let me know if any of you guys have seen Subconscious Cruelty. It says a tremendous surrealistic recital that recalls the scatology of Jodorowsky and the nonconformity of an early Lynch. A brilliant nightmare from one of the genre names to look out for in the future. So it is a more modern film. Sadistic, cruel, nightmarish, disturbing, and provocative. A unique journey into bizarre cinema. An all-out epic assault on the senses. This is not a simple film without thought or reflection, but a necessary rebellion as we begin the 21st century. So maybe, oh God, I don't know what year this is from. But I'm stoked. This, like, image of this dude who's, like, deformed has just got me really intrigued. So, that's creepy. It's creepy looking. Subconscious Cruelty. And last but certainly not least, my favorite Friday the 13th movie of all time. Tied very closely to Part 3. 3 and 4 are my two favorites. I love this movie. I saw that cover artwork. Kind of looks shitty on camera, but that's like one of the best, in my opinion. Like the scene where Jason goes down the hatchet. No pun intended. I guess pun intended. I don't know what I'm saying, but it's just amazing. Amazing sequence, or amazing display of special effects from the great Tom Savini. Obviously, it's an amazing sequence, and I love it. And I love the look of Jason Voorhees in Part 3 and Part 4, just the deformity. It's just such a good look, man. It's creepy. And I love it. I just love this movie so much. It's so fucking good. So I had to have this. Is it me, or are companies putting out way too many editions of these media books and whatever, Friday the 13th, this and that, every year now? But I had to grab this, the cover artwork, from like my favorite, one of my favorite scenes in the whole franchise, really. I mean, I love that. I love that scene. So awesome. This is from 84 Entertainment in conjunction with Paramount, of course. Friday the 13th, Part 4, limited uncut collector's edition. And I'm not sure what it's limited to because it doesn't say on the back of this. And I'm not opening it, so I apologize in advance for that. Not really in advance, I'm just not opening it. Alright guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, as always. I appreciate you taking the time to do so. I love you, and I will talk to you very soon with another update. I got a few more things coming in, as always, you know. Shit's coming, shit's coming. I ordered something from the company who did Hotel Inferno a while ago. They're in the UK or something, and it still hasn't come, and it's supposed to be here, I think, by the 9th deadline. Aren't we getting pretty close now? So if it's not here within 2 days, we've got maybe an issue, potential issue there. Fuck, I forget the name of that company now. But whatever, it doesn't matter. I've got a few things coming, though, so stay tuned. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Have a good night. Peace.